Hi, my name is Darcy, and to be honest, transitioning from year 6 to year 7 is very hard. I remember when I went through year 6 to year 7, I was really terrified. And I know some of you guys will be terrified as well. So this video is going to help you for a day of the life of a normal high school student, not just from a year 12 perspective, from an every year's perspective, and what is expected of you at high school, and so that you are not very scared while you're at high school. So I'll show you the video and I'll see you guys in a bit. Bye guys. So now this is going to be the gates of high school. Basically all you want to do is walk into the school and you want to wait in the quad. This shouldn't really take you that long. I'm making it more slower than you have to walk into the quad, but I'm sure you guys know how to get to the quad. Now that you guys have arrived at the quad, just wait here for 30 minutes and go to house group. So now after the quad, you're probably thinking, what do I do now? The bell just went and I don't know what to do. You probably have your booklet and you're thinking, where do I go now? Now normally on the first day you'll be told to go to a house group. Now what a house group is basically it's a room, an empty room with a teacher and other students in that house group to get your name marked to then go to your first period. Now this isn't really scary at all. This is basically just rocking up to house group, getting your name marked off, wait in there for a bit, just have mini conversations with people in there, and then wait for the bell to go, and then go to your first period. See you guys. Right now I'll be showing you an example of a science classroom in G Block. So this is what a normal science classroom looks like in G Block. We have a lot of facilities for science experiments and for theory lessons. Now you're probably wondering after your first class, the bell just went, what do I do now? This is going to be your first recess. Now your first recess is like, where do I hang out? Where do I go? Now normally if you have, let's say a couple friends from your school that you know, you'll probably try to regroup with them and hang out at a certain place. Now you can hang out anywhere. You can hang out, oh well there are restrictions, but you can hang out at the top oval, the bottom oval, the quad where I showed you for the first 30 minutes of waiting for the bell to go to house group, or you can go around to the library. So now this is going to be an example of what happens after recess. You may go to E Block for an example, and E Block will have either math or English classrooms. Right now I'm walking up to the English part of E Block. Downstairs is math, and that's where I'll be showing you an example of a classroom. So now this is an example of a math classroom. Normally it isn't this dead, I recorded after the class, but this is what a math class normally looks like. Now for second recess, you basically do the same thing. You maybe have grown even more friends, or you still have those same friends and you want to hang out at the same spot, or you want to transverse. You want to go to, let's say you're hanging at the top oval, now you want to go to the bottom oval, or you want to go to the bottom oval, top oval, or even want to go to the library with your friends and have some reading time and just a nice chill out hangout spot. So now this is an example of D Block, and D Block is normally home to HISI subjects and music subjects. Now HISI subjects normally range from history and geography, and music is normally range from, your typical music classroom. So this is going to be an example of a typical music classroom with a couple of students in it, but one only using the piano, which is my friend Lorenzo. Say hi, Lorenzo. Anyway, so this is going to be a typical music classroom in D Block. Now it is lunchtime. Lunchtime is normally a lot longer than recess. It's probably around like 30 or 45 minutes of hanging out in the hot weather. Now I say hot weather because it normally gets around warmer around that time. Not around 1 o'clock, yeah, it gets a lot warmer. So you want to probably hang out around kind of like a shady area, or even if you don't want to, like I'm not saying you should, you can do your same sports stuff that you're doing at recess. Around the basketball courts, around the top oval or bottom oval. It's whatever you want. Just keep in mind that it's a lot longer and then you got to go to fourth period. Just before I forget, this is going to be an example of a library where you can catch up on homework tasks or even start or finish your assessments during breaks. So, fourth period can range from a lot of subjects. Now, when I remember when I was in year 7, normally a fourth period would either be mainly a English, a math class, or maybe a science class. It really depends on the certain day. Now, if you want to know what rooms they're normally in, English is always in E block. Depending on your teacher, it will normally be in E block. With math, math is kind of hard. Math can be in E block, like down the bottom row, which I showed you in the other video, or it can be in G block sometimes. It just depends on where it is. Now, science is really hard. This can be in either A block, E block, or G block, but trust me, on your timetable it will tell you G2 or E1, something like that. Now, the final bell has rung for you to basically get out of school. You've finished your first day of high school. So guys, I'm really glad that you guys have enjoyed this experience through the video. I hope this really helped you out than just reading your booklets that you get at the hall. And if you guys really did like it, then hey, I'm sure I helped you out. And don't be really scared. Trust me, I've survived from year 7 to year 12. And that's all I have. Please like and subscribe. And I hope you guys are doing really well at high school right now. Bye guys.